Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Cullman High School head football coach Trent Walker, powered by the Cullman Bearcats shop. Visit cullmanbearcats.shop for all of your Bearcat gear. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank y'all for coming back up here and seeing us.
All right, so a couple of weeks ago you had Muscle Shoals on the list, and they were every bit as tough as we talked about. It was a 42-0 game. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so impressed with their personnel. They walked in the stadium and you're playing one of the best looking teams in the region.
Right.
And what I saw out of this team, maybe I've been gone for 4 years, but what I see is they're playing kind of with unity and together. And so that personnel, the coaching staff they have, and the job Coach Basin's done, that's a formidable force. We've not fared well. I think we've only won one game out of the last 12 now. So we know a win there is not our measuring stick.
Right.
Where we are, it's how we play the game, and are we playing fearless? And do we care more about the name on the helmet?
Right.
I thought some guys answered that, and some unfortunately didn't. But we're still learning to take that competitive step as we go forward. Had some highlights in that game, but unfortunately, again, the score gets away. But we wanted to keep our team intact, and then headed to the non-regional week.
Gotcha. So last Friday you played Brewer. As we talked about before, you've had some really close games. Boy, 1 or 2 points, and you're there. You finally broke through with Brewer. So 24-11, tell us about it.
So we finally got that win. Got that monkey off the back.
Yes, sir.
I said to get a second win, you have to get the first one first. So we got that win. A lot of joy that night. Obviously Brewer, even their record, they only had one win before us. They're going through their own transition. New head coach, Coach Miller, but he had them playing hard. They've got some senior skill players. I mean, they gave us all we wanted for as long as they would. We had 2 mistakes. We had a fumble going in to score, and we had a drop punt. So really, we felt like we should have been. The lead should have got extended more in the first half. But I told our guys it wasn't because of our lack of competitive want to. Like, we weren't being lazy. We just made mistakes. We're still growing. And then we didn't finish the game as cleanly. They had 3 points until about 6 minutes, but got a late score. And we just talked about how we got to learn to close out like champions. We're not there in our process of elite mindset and elite performance. So, but you know what, we got one. And everybody got to sing and dance a little bit. And so
yes, sir.
To do that for those seniors, my first win here at alma mater, it was a special night. It wasn't for us just beating Brewer. It was a culmination of the process and the trust, and now turn our eyes to the back half of the season.
Okay, very good. So both sides of the ball played well. Let's talk about some of the players themselves. Who played well on offense?
I think we've talked about Weston Keel, our running back, when you were here before, and so he had another 100-yard game. But more important than that, he's blocking, running jet sweeps, and he's blocking downfield. So just the culture he's establishing as a guy that can run for 100 yards, but also be a leader without the ball.
Right.
Colby Holt, one of our explosive playmakers, he had a 40-yard punt return.
Yeah.
Came up just short, 2 yards short of a touchdown return on a punt.
So cool.
So those guys on offense, and then moving over to the other side of the ball, Max Dial continues to be a force. He's our nose guard. He had 4 sacks, a bunch of hurries. Quarterbacks are looking for 49.
Yes.
In black and gold when that ball snapped. Tyler Brock was a guy, senior, who's about through an ankle injury. He had an interception to seal the game. He had a productive night as well. So we're really, again, there was a lot of players there that kind of played well, but those are the guys that stood out.
Okay, great. How about on defense?
Tyler Brock, and he's our outside linebacker.
Right.
He played well, and then Cameron Dye had some tackles for us. Cooper McSwain's a linebacker that had been hurt early in the year. He kind of find his way back. He played receiver last year, so switch to linebacker, then be out for a couple of weeks. He needed that growth, so he's getting comfortable with linebacker again. So, like where the defense is headed.
All right, very good. Any injuries to note the last couple of weeks?
We are banged up. We are getting into some soft tissue stuff that you expect when you run through the Bob Jones, even Mortimer Jordan's physicals they play. You run through these teams we played now, Jasper, Athens, and then most Shoals. We're banged up. We're guys are getting kind of banged up on Friday, and we're trying to rehab them to get back to play specifically this Thursday night. So short week doesn't help us in terms of that. But we think we're going to get most of our guys back on the field. But again, they're certainly get a lot of rehab and treatment these weeks.
Gotcha. Okay. So just before the Brewer game, you were sitting officially at the middle of your schedule. Give us an assessment of the season thus far.
Certainly record-wise, we were 0-5. But when I took the job and when our coaches started talking about this season, we knew what Bob Jones and Muscle Shoals. We knew what
Right.
the bookends of the first half would be.
Right.
We understood that. We were curious of how we'd handle the middle three.
Right.
And so to be in my goal was, okay, if we can get to a one-score game against Mormon Jordan, Athens, and Jasper. If we get one score in those, Mormon Jordan be on the road in a place we don't play well, that'd be a marker for me that we were doing some good things.
Right.
Some of the staff kind of admitted after the fact that no matter who took the job, they were afraid of, worried about maybe being 0-5 to start the season. And so they didn't expect to be as close in those region games as we were.
Right.
So in some way, although we were pleased where we were coming out of the first half.
Yeah.
And then obviously we know what's ahead of us in the back half, but we wish, we could have been 3-2,
Right.
with some making more plays, but with no loss is a loss unless you don't get better from it. And we feel like our guys were learning week to week on the job with all the sophomores and juniors playing. So positive, but yet had missed some opportunities.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about the back half. What do you expect as for goals for the second half of the season?
We're in our building. We want to run all 5, but we also know what a task we have this Thursday night against for Hartselle. But so our goal is if we can go 4-5. We played Hartselle the same way we played these other region games, where it's a one-score game going in the fourth quarter. We're going to consider it a success. Buckhorn's playing well. Decatur's starting. They beat Lee, so we know, nothing through this whole schedule is a walk for us where we are. But I think the optimism's in the building because of what we can go do against these teams that we feel like we match up well against.
Okay, very good. So this Thursday you mentioned you have Hartselle. Actually, you're traveling there. It's going to be another grind because they are another 5-0 team that you're playing. Sure. Tell us what you expect to see from the Tigers.
They're the one of the most consistent and solid Hartselle teams. Sometimes they have a player or two that seem elite, that everybody kind of knows their name. They've had different names that have kind of been known for that roster, but this year it's more about every position group is just rock solid.
Right.
From linemen to linebackers, running backs, quarterback, receivers, secondary. It's one of the most solid football teams and well-coached teams I've seen on tape.
Okay. So on the 10th, you have Columbia. Little different situation there in that they are winless so far this season, Coach.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We're starting to get some crossover tapes, so you're actually seeing some Columbia on film. You don't play them yet, you see them play. And they're doing some things that are pretty good.
Right.
Coach Sammy Coates has come in there and given them some energy and some life. So,
yes, he has.
Excited to his first year, my first year. We knew each other from Auburn when I was working there at college. I kind of recruit him to come and be a part of our group, and so just go from there.
Okay. All right. So, Coach, that's our show. We appreciate your time. And as always, we appreciate yours. Join us again in a couple of weeks for another Cullman edition of Coach Speak.
Go Bearcats.